like USD. They're the guys that would make it easy to your restaurant. So he's the driver? No, he's basically like manager in like the food. It's food. Because I really asked my husband was a lot of people can do it. Going, and I was wondering what so far. And when you said he was a driver. So now, the Norfolk box will have carrots in them, right? Yeah. Okay. Because I just didn't understand the carrot back. Do something different. And maybe some squash. Anything down here? No. Even if baked cookies are okay, but not like candy bars or in the stuff you buy in the candy. If it's in the candy aisle, then we can't take. We'll take. I mean, we will take it. It's only we'll be like do it back. But
how about vanilla?
Nope. Yep. You can do it. Nope.
How about some steaks?
Steaks?
Snacks.
Snacks? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Anything. We have freezers and coolers, and it can be fresh food, it can be vegetables, it can be anything.
So it should be the entire food, which is not opened by others.
Right, it can't be open, right. So if it's like, if someone doesn't finish a bag of crackers, and even if it's still in like the individual sleeves, we can't take it if it's been open. So it has to be full boxes. But it can, like I said, it can be fresh food, it can be yogurt, hummus, whatever. We have coolers we can keep it in. We have the biggest freezer you've ever seen in your life. I'll take you back there if you guys want to take a look. It's awesome. You'll be like, what? It's huge. We have 2 big coolers. We've got a kitchen, so we've got lots of ways to store food. That's not a problem. We just, there's restrictions. For us to receive grant money, we have to try to keep nutrition in mind. So think nutritious things. That's what's needed the most. But things that are always needed, powdered milk, cereal, I said like any kind of boxed cereal, peanut butter is a huge one. We always need peanut butter. Fruit, like canned fruit, or even those little fruit cups. Kids love those. So it's really canned fruit. Cans of veggies, cans of anything. You'll see like out here, let's take a walk here. Like canned foods, canned drinks, tea, coffee. Coffee's a big one. We always go through a lot of coffee.
But no sodas.
No sodas. You'll see sodas over there. People do bring it to us. We don't turn it away, but we don't ask for it. We'll still keep it, but juice.
But you still will send this soda to.
Well, what we'll do is there's a few places that'll take it, and we know who to call, and they'll come take it. But we don't really like to get it. So canned everything, canned foods. We do personal items, so shampoo and toothpaste, toothbrushes, laundry detergent. You know, people who are on food assistance, you can't use SNAP dollars to buy, say, dishwashing liquid. So you know, this stuff is dear to them. It's expensive, and they can't use their SNAP dollars to buy it. So sunscreen, you know, cleaning supplies, all these things can be used. You can use cake mixes and pasta. Pasta is an easy one. It goes quickly, and it's always needed. Boxes of cereal. You know.
Okay, excuse me. How can you give these items to the person who wants?
Well, we do is we have what's called Hunger Relief Partners, and they're all the pantries and soup kitchens and things in the area. So, for example, there's a VFW, Union Hall, just around the corner, and they will send someone up here, and they know what they need at the pantry. So they'll come up and they'll pick and choose what they need, and then we sell it to them for 20 cents a pound, which is just to keep the lights on. You know, so it's very, but if they want anything, fresh foods, milk, vegetables, no charge. Meat, frozen meat is like 30 cents a pound. But they can pretty much take all they want. And they bring a truck, they'll load it up, and then sometimes they'll need a lot of one thing. You'll notice up here, if you take a little walk here, just go pretty high up. So you see it goes through a lot of stuff. We have a pretty big warehouse. That's all purchased food. So we have a menu we put out every week that tells the agencies what we have. And they'll say, okay, well, you see, I have milk. So they'll order a half a pallet of milk, and we'll deliver it to them.
So they can enjoy the lower price.
Yeah, they only thing we charge them is like an administrative fee. It's like I said, it's 20 cents a pound. This is like our cooler where we keep milk and cheese and our school lunches and stuff. Those coolers are all packed with meals that are going to go to either schools or those are the kids' lunches and stuff. So that's one of our coolers. So that's where we keep dairy. It's okay. That's where we keep our dairy and cheeses and things that need to be kept a little colder. You know, this is a little bit colder than like your fridge at home.
So how can you judge which people who need your help?
Well, there is a what they call a referral process. Say you need food, okay? You don't know where to begin, right? First thing you do is you call 211. And you know, you call 911 for the police, right? Call 211. 211 is for 211 will tell you is our Delaware helpline. So if you need help to pay your rent, help getting food, you need childcare, they'll direct you to the right place. So they'll call you. They'll call them and say, I need help with food. And then they'll be like, okay, do you need something right away, or do you need just help in general? And they'll be like, I need help right away. So they'll find a pantry in their area that's serving that day, and they'll give them a referral, and they'll ask them some questions, like they'll ask them some income questions and things like that, or if they're on unemployment, or if they need help getting food stamps, or you know, and that's where you start. You know.
So will there be some people they just cheating on this?
The cheated?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it happens, but not that much. You'd think it happened more than it does, but not very often. Because income and wealth are two different things. You might be on Social Security and only make $1,000 a month, but you might have $1 million in the bank. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what you have in assets in your home. I only know what you pay to the government or what you owe your taxes every year. Okay, so if you if you're sitting on a pile of diamonds at home, I don't know this, you know what I mean? But on the other hand, there's people who drive Mercedes and they've just been laid off and they don't have food. So, I mean, you really can't judge people by what they're driving or how they look. They still might be hungry. So we don't judge. We do what's called self-certify. And if you tell people, if they're out there looking for food, 99% of the time they're hungry.
So you will help them when they call you once, but
Yeah.
will your system constantly?
We don't help. Okay, no, people don't come here for food. They go to the. We are just a supplier of food. Okay, so we but yeah. So what they'll do is say they find a pantry. Oh, sorry, they found a pantry in their area, and they'll go pick up food that day. Then they'll tell them you can come back every 3 days, and then they can come back and get it as they need it every 3 days. Or sometimes it's once a month. Sometimes it's twice a month. Just depends on how they run it. They're all run individually. There's no like standard way to do it. Here, I'll show you the freezer. It's crazy.
Have you ever done shortage of
Yeah, we do. We always run. I mean, you do run out of food sometimes. You can usually buy it if you need it, but we're always running low on like around Thanksgiving time. Come on in. This is crazy.
Wow.
See how big it is?
Oh my god, it's cold. Oh, it's really cold.
Meat, bread. It's like frozen dinner. We freeze bread and cakes and pastries and meat and whatever you can freeze, we freeze.
Do you have any eggs?
We don't really do a lot of eggs because they're hard, they break.
Guys, it's cold.
This is minus. This is really cold. This is colder than like your freezer is cold.
Do you have that? Do you have that?
Oh, it doesn't say. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's cold.
So we also have this is our dock, so we unload the trucks. Okay. We also have a culinary school. We teach people how to cook food. So just anyone who wants to be, it's a school. So it's in here.
school? It's free or you?
It depends on your income, whether you pay or not. So we have a full industrial kitchen in here. So we kitchen in here. Here's the classroom.
Ah, it's a classroom.
So we have classes here. Every 18 weeks we have a class that comes in.
You will teach them how to cook American food.
How to cook food, yeah.
American,
Okay.
American food.
Mostly, yeah. But we have, they do like Pan Asian and Mexican and, they do all kinds of good food here. They start them off real basic, just making stuff in the microwave, and then up to making really elaborate meals. So, and it gives them a skill then to get a job. We deal a lot with the unemployment agencies and Department of Corrections. So people who have a little bit of a past, it's hard for them to get a job. So we help them, we train them, and then help them find a job.
So you not only serve the food to the people, you also teach them how to earn money.
Right. Because we don't want them. We don't want to have a job. We want to be out of business. We work to put ourselves out of business, if that makes sense. We don't want to be here. We want them to be not hungry. We would like this to be more of just an emergency thing. Like if there's a flood or something. But people sustain themselves on this food because they're very, very poor. And they don't have jobs, or they don't have, or they're disabled, or they're elderly, and they have a hard time getting food. So
We always has a lot of students here to learn how to cook.
yeah, we do classes of 18 at a time, and then for 18 weeks. And the last 2 weeks,
Every 18.
every 18 weeks we cycle through. It's an 18-week program, and then we give them their uniforms. They give them shoes. They give them gloves for cutting, and a set of knives. Their textbooks, and we get them what's called ServSafe certified, and that's sort of like it's a certificate saying that you know how to handle food properly and keep it at the right temperature and not to cross-contaminate, and basically how to run a kitchen without safely. So it's a nice thing to have. It's almost like a little certificate program, and they study for it and take the test, and then they can put that on their resume, and it says we're ServSafe certified.
So you have the authority to send certification to your students.
Yes, it's through the state, but it's through when we administer the tests. Yes,
So they have this
like a chef. Yeah, well, they already start out as like a prep cook or a line cook, or but then they can move up. Yeah. We want to try to give not just a handout, but we call it handout. You know, we try to lift people up so that they can take care of themselves.
So you're good at it.
Me? I'll try.
You never take the classes.
Oh no. They're way better than I am. We have a professional chef that teaches them, and she's a certified instructor. You know. And we have another school, same type of school down in Milford. And they do the same thing.
What's that?
July.
So
Let's go further from July.
we have another, so we have two classes going on at the same time.